and thank everyone for the invite. I saw Bob Fun. The last time I was here, you were concerned about me getting your alley fixed.
You did.
I did that the next day. Tomorrow I'm going to have the city crew there cutting your grass.
I appreciate it.
I wanted to make sure that we were still on.
I have it. It's still up to more. I got a camp too.
I think more than one extends up to the camp. But today I just want to kind of go over this thing with you about the rehabilitation of our city lake here on the west end of town. I'm going to give you a brief background on how this came about and a few details of where we're at the present time. And then I'm going to let Mr. Jacques Pichot give you the nuts and bolts of the whole thing, because he was probably the one most instrumental in getting this whole thing put together. Last night we had a meeting and everybody was mentioned but Jacques. Giving credits to, like Rusty mentioned, about 50 people who left Jacques out, but I want everybody to know, had it been for him, this thing would have never came together. So if you bear with me a minute, I'll read this thing that I have put together for you. The Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Foundation, in cooperation with the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries and the City of Eunice, plan to launch a project to rehabilitate Eunice City Lake after a Union Pacific Railroad explosion in May 2000. Potentially release hazardous materials and chemicals into the surrounding area. 33 of the 113 cars making up an eastbound Union Pacific Railroad train derailed northwest of Eunice, Louisiana. The derailment occurred on a bridge crossing an unnamed tributary to Bayou de Cane. 15 of the derailed cars contained very hazardous materials and chemicals. And 2 rail cars exploded, potentially sending their contents into the surrounding area, including Eunice City Lake. The amount of environmental rehabilitation projects that will be executed by the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries and the Louisiana Department of Wildlife Foundation exceeds $1 million. To be exact, last night we received a check, the mayor and the city council received a check for $1,063,322. for rehabilitation of Eunice City Lake. And I have an artist drawing here in the front here, trying to fix everything that's going to be done to it. After all claimants have been paid following the incident, residual funds were left in the account. The Western District of the United States District Court Registry, with the backing of Judge Richard T. Hike, made those funds available to Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries to fund improvement projects on the lake. Although it was determined there were no health risks involved in eating fish from the lake, concerns about fish contamination discourage recreational use of the lake. Improvement projects will include draining the lake, removing the existing fish population, and restocking the lake with bass, bluegill, red ear sunfish, and sacalait. Existing facilities will also be revitalized to accommodate those seeking an outdoor recreation refuge within the community. A large pavilion will be constructed as a revenue-generating space available to the community for private outdoor events. Other site improvements include the construction of a deck and pier, restroom facilities, picnic pavilions, a nature walk, welcome center, asphalt road, and parking. Repairs will be made to the existing fishing and boat slip, and the existing lake control structure will be replaced. One of the things that the judge did require is that the city had total control of the lake. And this took a lot of work on the part of Jacques and Mrs. Ruth Nangle. I think 4 different families, if I'm not mistaken, own portions of that lake.